So you can.
Should we go?
Yeah, I'm down.
No,
Let's
I'm not
let's do
ready
it.
now.
Okay, Will, did you listen to the song?
What song?
What was that?
Whoa!
What was that?
Yeah!
what?
Album review.
What was that?
What's going? What?
Did you not hear that in your house?
No.
Oh, I thought that was in Aidan's house.
I did as well. I thought it was Emma.
Just somebody in the background. Whoa!
Oh, really?
I was like Karen or something.
Album review.
What if it was some Russian instead of no Russian?
Just a tiny bit of Russian.
Alright, sorry, we'll try again.
Only a proportion of Russian.
Overwhelming surplus of Russian.
And again.
Sorry,
A
try
dash
again.
of Russian. No, that was sticking with that. That was
Well,
perfect.
that's
funny,
it.
but it's not.
That's it now.
But it's not.
Album.
Victory
Go on,
Royale.
Aidan. It's you.
Go on, Aidan.
So,
Harry Styles, Fine Line.
It was a very different album. It was not what I expected, and I don't mean that in a good way.
Oh,
Ouch.
that's not good.
And I felt it very much suffered from the thing that we have with a lot of other albums, in that the first half is a lot better, or at least holds up a lot better, in my opinion. I think
I would agree with that.
Like there's definitely a drop off point. It hits it pretty quickly. I'm just gonna go into it. The worst song for me was the 6-minute journey that was Fine Line.
Really?
Drinking game for you. Take a shot every time he says the words Fine Line. You'll be dead after the song's finished.
Oh, it's like that other song. Oh shit! What's that song that you can drink to? That's fucking says
remember-
the same words so many times. Oh, never mind.
You should take a shot.
Daddy Cool.
Well, you could, yeah. You should take a shot every time they say "all right" in Hey Yaz.
Or
by
Pump
Outkast.
It in Pump It Up.
all right.
Pump it up. Oh god.
It says it in like every line.
Pump it up. Pump it up.
We should do that at some point. It will certainly separate the men from the boys from the dead people on the floor. Yeah,
Really
it goes
long.
on for a very, very long time, and he keeps saying "fine line" in it, and it's just a bit like, you're like, oh fucking hell.
I can't remember.
You're like, fuck's sake, it's still going, and then you check the Spotify because you're not a poor bastard that uses Apple Music, and you look down and see that there's still
They're the
3.5
same price.
minutes left of the song. They might be the same price, but I pay nothing for mine.
And I pay nothing for mine.
Because
So.
I pay for.
Will pays for mine and his.
My daddy pays for mine.
Classic.
Of course, it
joke.
fucking does.
So actually, out of all of us, even though we all have jobs, only one of us actually pays for our like music streaming service.
Isn't that sad?
So, which means that when we make dollar,
Yeah, which means
that all the
I
money
don't like
goes to
this.
me.
Yeah. No, it doesn't go to
Because
you.
I'm the one who's actually spending.
You haven't
money on this.
facilitated this. If anything, it was Sips that brought it up, and we've just tacked onto
That's
that.
true.
Yeah, but he never said like they did top threes or anything. He just said they discussed.
If any,
what they
yeah,
listened to,
I suppose we refine the idea.
which anyone can do that.
It's like a fine wine, like that old man that. Did you see
Really
that?
fine
That
wine?
drank the 150-year-old port, and it turns out it was piss.
I saw an article
Oh,
about
it's
that, but I didn't
fucking
actually
rank.
like.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine being
Yeah.
a self-proclaimed expert and drinking piss?
Tasty.
Imagine.
Didn't Bear
Thinking
Grylls
we've
do
got
that out of
soap,
like a
but it's-
snake once?
Could you imagine carrying a
Full
child for
nutrients.
9 months, it being birthed, and you're just like, let's call it Joe?
Wow.
I remember
Third favourite, Cherry.
there was like
Cherry
an
was
old,
a good song.
there was like an old picture, I swear, of me with like a cast on, wearing like a camouflage jacket, and Will literally looked at it. What I had like a bowl cut, and Will literally looked at it and went, "How can you fucking look at that and be like, that's my son, and be proud of that?" And he did that in front of my dad.
Roy puts his hand on his head.
So back
So
to album
you
review.
Roy agreed.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Sherry.
Cherry.
Cherry was your third favourite.
It was actually, yeah, because it was one of the only ones that knew when to stop, wasn't the same all the way through, and actually just sort of had a bit of funk to it, a bit
I
of
really like Cherry.
pizzazz. I thought it was quite good.
Cherry was the third longest.
Is it cherry or
It
sherry?
was the third longest, but it's sort of. I mean, it says cherry.
Yeah, no, but there's also that song that goes sherry.
No.
It's spelled the same, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know. That could.
Hey,
be
Siri.
could lie.
How do you spell sherry?
Cherry.
No, not cherry.
Cherry.
He just thought I said cherry. How do you spell sherry?
Here's some information.
Yeah, that's not very good.
Here is
Like
an
Sean
adequate bit of
Connery.
information.
Oh, hang on. Isn't sherry a wine? It's not Alexa, is it? Hey, Siri. How do you spell sherry as in the drink?
Okay, I found this on the web for how to use spell drink.
It's spelt with an S, not a C. There you go.
Ah,
know
okay.
where the
Of course
nearest
it is.
snack
What do
dealer
you mean, if you knew that?
Is that what you were trying to
Yes!
find out? I was like,
So I always thought Sherry, the song, was about a woman. Is it about the drink?
probably
Maybe.
both.
The drink cherry.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah, sorry.
Anyways.
Please go on.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I do need to. I do need to listen to it again to find my reasoning why I liked it.
Yeah, I've started to
That
try
was
and
it. It
write
was very,
notes
it's
now.
very chill. I take back the funk statement.
No.
Retracted.
No, I think you should bring
It's
the
really
funk
calming.
back.
Like
Because
reggae.
one of my
No,
notes
no,
was
kill it.
funky.
No, kill it.
Cherry is not funky.
Oh, no,
No,
not
it isn't.
sherry.
That's what I said. That's why I said it's a bit funky, but that was me just assuming it was funky. I didn't remember it until I put it back on. It's
Oh,
very calming, very soothing. I also feel like I've heard the background riff somewhere else before,
I need to remind
but-
myself.
but I've no idea where, kind of thing.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
sorry, I didn't
um,
think sherry was funky either. I just put in general. Don't
Oh,
know.
the whole album.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's fair. Like I say, it really did something different. I'm not saying it did anything well, but it did something. It did a lot of things differently. And as Will Davies says,
Difference is better. Difference,
Difference
is better. That's
Thank
is
you, Denver. That's
better.
perfect.
and then I'm kind of a boring. You might want to call me a boring Boris. Or
bitch.
a-
A BBB.
that's my second favorite free combination letter.
She.
No, my top two are basically ones that are already out as singles, and you can kind of see why they're singles because they're the best songs on the album, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Number two is Lights Up.
Good song. That's the first single they released.
That
wasn't
was it. It was the first single, and I remember liking it quite a lot, actually.
Oh.
And it was one of, between this and the other single that come out, may as well say that number one was Adore You, because like that was a pretty damn good song. Also, though, but when you actually look on Spotify, it says Watermelon Sugar is his most most popular one.
Yeah, which
That
I
was
thought was shit.
Fucking shit!
I know.
Yeah.
That's such a
I know,
bad
it's
song.
literally-
It was
it's not
nearly my
about anything.
worst.
It's literally not about anything, is it? It's just
It's just him
just a
saying
mess.
words. I can say
Watermelon
words
sugar.
as well.
ah.
It's just like fucking rapper, Pepsi, calm. Rapper, Pepsi, calm. There you go.
Watermelon sugar.
Doesn't he say hi? I don't fucking
I mean,
know.
what does that? What does
Didn't
that
listen to
mean?
it. But Adore You, yeah, there's a lot of elements in Adore You that I really like. I like you guys might not agree with this, but like I think in the verses of the first couple, he kind of sounds like fucking Patrick from Fall Out Boy.
You think?
I would disagree with that, but
All right, we'll go to 25 seconds in on this song.
On
and
Adore
listen to
You?
that. On Adore You.
25 seconds. Okay.
Go back
25
there.
seconds.
Oh, I've took you too far back. But it's like I wrote like listening back to it, like Adore You was probably one of the only ones that actually stuck out beyond anything else on the album. A lot of the other ones sort of fell a bit flat or had very repetitive choruses. But again, all of them did something a bit different. The only thing that remained consistently trash, consistent across all of the songs was the fact that I feel like he never changed up the way that he sang, bar the exception of "Adore You."
And Cherry.
Well, I don't remember Cherry.
Cherry is very like deep and just.
Oh yeah, no, I do remember Cherry.
You
I
were
feel
just
like
talking about it.
I think you
What?
keep forgetting it immediately after
My
talking about
third
it.
favourite is
He's
Cherry.
talking about it in detail.
Well, yeah,
think
you
I'm
did
having
say
a stroke.
Cherry was funky, and he listened. No, wait, it's not funky. It's calming.
not.
Which one's
can't
Cherry
remember
again?
It's the calming
my
one.
There was a song called Cherry.
I love Sherry.
Hey Siri, how do you spell Sherry?
Please don't.
My worst song was Fine Line.
God,
Are we
This is
doing
gonna
a
really throw me off.
retry? Yeah, that was gonna be like fuck.
I've just heard this.
So,
Yes.
anything else to say about the album, Aidan?
No, I just love that Deborah's gonna have to go back on this and get really confused. What the fuck's going on?
Like, why are they repeating the same conversation? Is the
it
audio
recorded?
fucked?
Cherry's my third favourite, by the way, guys.
Yeah. I've
Well,
already...
please
Yeah,
stop.
and so all the songs felt unique, but I don't feel like he ever changed up the way that he sang.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was almost to his detriment, because although he is a good singer, a lot of the songs or styles that he sang in didn't necessarily sort of like fit the music that was in the background. I feel like he made the song, he sang the lyrics, looked at them both, and was just like, "Now kith," and like sort of smushed them together, and he was like, "Win."
I get you.
That's how Victory Royaling is done.
Sure is, and that's my album review done.
It's done fantastic.
Thank you, Aidan.
It's a me. Yeah?
Will.
It is.
I thought this album was good. It's like it's better than average. There we go. I think it's good, but I think
Better than average.
better than average.
Thanks, Joe.
An average would be good.
Average
Thanks.
is okay.
What are you saying?
So, like, an average album to you, would you enjoy an average album?
Yeah, I'd say it's all right, but it's like not great.
Like, a couple of good songs.
But it's
But if
yeah.
it's not great, then surely you'd be like, I don't like it.
Joe, I don't think
Joe,
you can
right.
question how people score their albums.
Oh, I'm just saying. It sounds
Because
contrary
you
to
would
me.
you would go like, it was an alright album. It was
10.
alright. It was alright.
Yeah,
Eight.
if I say it's all right, average. If I say I didn't like it, then it would be I didn't like it.
Joe, this is very not.
Above average would be
case.
like, oh yeah, it was really fucking good.
I don't
Very
see
much
how
not
this
the
matters. Please continue.
CeeLo
you.
Green thought everything was all right.
Can I finish? So, oh, you've completely thrown me off now, Joe.
Sorry.
What did I say last?
You said it was alright album or something.
said
Yeah, I
above
just think
average.
it's like got some good songs on it, but there's so much like shit to sift through. Like there's just, I think the probably the peak in the album is like from Adore You to Cherry,
Just them three songs.
and then no, because then I do think there's like probably two good songs towards the bottom, but then
Yes, Sunflower Volume 6. Not to be confused with Sunflower Volume 5. Different song.
Can I
don't know.
also, sorry to interrupt you,
Well, I mean, you're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
just because I remembered, you didn't call Aidan's favourite. Well,
I know I was completely wrong.
What did you say was going to be my favourite?
Falling,
Falling, yeah.
Which one's Falling? Is it jazzy?
The pure
it's
acoustic.
acoustic,
All
like
right.
piano-y. But then
My third favourite was Cherry.
Oh,
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you.
so yeah, sorry.
Stop
Continue.
doing this.
Continue. Well,
yeah, I thought it was a good album. It just wasn't like amazing, and I think to be fair, some good songs on it, but I just think there's a lot of shit on there as well. So it kind of like, I don't know, because I quite like his voice when he properly sings, but I don't know. I
Which
think
doesn't happen in this
a
album.
lot of it was a lot of arty-farty. I don't know, maybe not arty-farty because it wasn't like 1975 style. But
isn't
it
it
was
weird
just
how
a bit-
when someone says arty farty now, 1975 is the first thing that comes into my head.
They had a song
'cause
which
they very
wasn't
much
a
are.
song.
But the worst for me is To Be So Lonely. I can't really remember why. I can. Just let me
By the way,
tell you in a second.
oh,
Oh yeah, it was trash.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the beginning of it reminds me of SpongeBob.
It's got like this really weird
That'll do
Is it
it.
like spanjo in the background? It sounds like a
Spanjo.
banjo.
Spanjo. Is it like a banjo but played with a spoon?
Yes.
You're not a
I
fan
just
of
thought-
banjos?
It was no, I like it, but I think it was just a really weird, horrible song. It could have been the worst song had to be either between that Fine Line or She.
That's strange because I quite liked.
Well,
To Be
She.
Too Early.
Ugh.
Oh, the other 6-minute song.
Mm.
Yeah. By the way, Falling just sounds like a bad Lewis Capaldi song.
It did remind me of Lewis Capaldi. You're right.
Yeah, but it's just a slightly worse Lewis Capaldi song.
Which one?
Falling.
Oh yeah, it is kind of, isn't it?
You should call
yeah.
it Fallen, am I right? Because he should die in a ditch.
Oh my god, no.
What? No?
Um,
But you agreed with me.
no. Third
What?
Third for me, which wasn't in that like peak 3, was Canyon Moon. I thought that was like a really cool, funky song.
Oh,
It's
no.
just a positive, happy song. And the song after that is the other one that I'd say that was good on the album. I wouldn't say Sunflower necessarily. I didn't like that one that much. Treat People with Kindness, which had like a choir in it, but I just thought it was like, I don't know, quite catchy, but still not a great song, but just nice. Top 3. Oh yeah, I've already done my third. That's embarrassing.
What's your
Second,
Hey, and what was
Well,
your
I
third?
third was Canyon Moon.
Ah,
Oh.
not Cherry?
Did I black out there, or was that not obviously said?
I don't think it
I
was.
feel like
that
it was definitely obviously said
I mean, I didn't know it.
because I said it's quite funky.
I thought you said that about Sunflower.
I didn't
What?
hear him say
No.
it. Oh, yeah.
Right,
Well, you
let me
didn't. I
repeat
feel like
myself.
you didn't say it. You know.
Third was Canyon Moon.
I mean,
Okay,
repeating
so-
yourself implies you said it in the
Well,
first place.
I'll be able to know when I listen back.
And then the second, oh fuck, you completely throw me off again. The song after that, Treat People with Kindness, I said was like the other part of the album, which I thought was good. Like, is like the little thingy where the shit all around it. I'm making no sense at all. I'm gonna move on to the second favorite. Second favorite was Cherry. I really like that song. It was actually very
that spelled
close
with
to
an
being my.
S?
Oh, fuck yourself. It was very
Yeah.
close to being number 1, but I think the number 1 is actually just undeniably number 1 for me. So I hope you all pick it as number 1, but Joe's
Watermelon
probably not going to
Sugar.
pick it as number 1.
Wait, what was your number one?
I haven't said it yet.
It's going to be Adore You.
It's Adore You
Woo!
because it is by far the best song for me. I just think
Well-
it's so good, catchy, it's great.
Do you reckon you could hit the background note that they hit prior to the chorus, or like just starting the chorus?
There you go.
Yeah, all right. I mean, that was all right. Joe, do you want to try?
He doesn't even know how it goes.
No,
Joe, have you
no.
listened to the album?
That was close enough. Fuck
I
it.
did, but I don't memorize the fucking backing vocal.
It's not really a backing. It's like a.
By the way, you didn't
Just
answer me
before.
about the Patrick bit.
You
Oh.
did?
Oh
He's
yeah,
disagreed.
I'd
Yeah, but then I showed.
I see
Yeah,
what
I
you
see
mean.
what you mean. Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh,
Who
Ditto.
knows? But no,
you guys should
I still don't
kiss.
think he's got a voice like Patrick.
Well, that bit sounded a bit Patrick.
That bit did, to be fair, but
Patrick
Um,
Swayze.
Doesn't matter.
No,
but
Neil
yes.
Patrick Harris.
number 1 was Adore You, and I think it was a great song. Honorable
is it-
mentions.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
Honorable mentions.
No, this is Patrick.
Lights Up could very much have been in the top 3 as well, because that's a great song. And then Treat People with Kindness was another honourable mention. But other than those songs, I think the rest were all pretty naff. Although Falling wasn't terrible, but maybe put Falling like somewhere in between honourable mentions and shit, because it was alright. But I think everything else was just a bit forgettable and annoying.
Speaking
don't
of
know.
forgettable and annoying, who's next?
Hi,
Joe here.
I'm Joe.
That
This is
fucking
my
reaction.
album review.
That was savage.
Fucking what a segue, though.
For fuck's sake. So,
It'd be really funny if it was actually me then, and that was all.
This is it. Harry Styles. I didn't know what to expect from it. I'm very conflicted about this album because I've listened to it about 5 times now, and every time I listened to it, my opinion changed. So like, I was like, oh, I'm into this, and then I wanted to rip my ears out, and then I was into it again, and then I wanted to rip my ears out. So it was a really weird like. So like this today is like fallen on whatever I feel like, with this album currently, and now it's a mix between the two. I don't really know what to think about it. It's got some good songs, and it's got some really bad ones as well. Like I'd say most of them are kind of forgettable and bad, but for the most part, I did get into a couple of the songs, which are obviously on my top 3. Also, I do want to mention the fact that the art style for just the album cover for this in general is a bit weird.
What's wrong with it?
Why?
I mean, I don't, you know,
What's wrong? Someone trapped Harry Styles in a marble.
he's thrusting in my.
It's
I
not
mean, is he?
thrusting. It's just the angle.
No,
Well, it
he
kind of is, but
is thrusting. I mean, yeah,
You just
Uh,
missed a
posing,
bang,
Joe.
Joe.
just kind of looks a bit weird. Sorry, I didn't realize that was going to be so controversial.
yeah. 'Cause why is that relevant, Joe?
He's just a randy
It's
mare.
the album. I mean, we're doing an album review, and I made a comment about the album cover.
Wrong.
Show me your pussy.
Moving on. My least favorite was She. Couldn't really stand it. It was 6 minutes. I just didn't like the She. That little bit. The little.
How many times does that happen in the song?
Oh, I mean,
Quite a
new
lot.
drinking game.
New drinking game levels.
Every time he goes, She.
Maybe it's just like how to get hammered in 6 minutes.
Harry Styles.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't realize he had other albums as well. I just wanted to point that
Only
out. Or
one.
one other. I just found
And he
it
was
too
in
right.
One
many.
Direction, if you didn't know.
What? What? No way.
You probably didn't know.
No, I'm joking. I knew that.
Well, didn't you see One Direction live?
Yeah, I did.
See,
A real fan
One
there.
Direction.
The X
was one of
Factor
those
tour.
like,
It wasn't.
All right.
choosing to do that.
I thought you were
no
like,
one likes to admit that they like
was
them.
younger.
Everyone likes them. Like I
What,
liked.
One Direction.
I liked One Direction.
things they
Yeah.
were big when I didn't like music. So
See, I didn't religiously listen to them, but you know that song where it's like, oh, you know you're beautiful.
Oh, the worst song ever.
Oh man, well I used to love that song. Used to listen to it on my way home from school.
What were your dad?
Think about me and my dad raving
did you
out
not get the bus?
to One Direction. I did get the bus. Yeah, I don't know why Will said that.
Yeah, God save
Um,
Will.
Why is Roy on the bus?
Dad's just best friends with the bus driver.
Hello,
and follows him
son.
everywhere.
Oh, Dad again?
Hey,
Off the
man.
bus.
Well, no, but there was
Stop
that
following
one.
the
There was,
bus
that,
driver.
I'm here to listen to One Direction. So
there was those 2 people who on our bus. Their dad was the bus driver.
Oh.
That would be
Horrible.
awkward.
I was going to say, you walk to the back of the bus, you're scanning your eyes over all the kids, and then there's someone sat there with a backwards cap on and sunglasses. You look closer, and it's your dad.
Oh.
And he's saved you a seat. You just like taps next to him. He's just like, I saved you a seat, son. Shia LaBeouf.
Natural kind of. Anyway, third favorite was Falling.
Wow.
I liked it. It was a bit on the boring side.
Wow.
But I liked the melody. It was
You
nice.
feel Lewis Capaldi could have done it better?
100%.
Mm.
You know, and it makes me like regret giving Lewis Capaldi a bit of a low rating. I didn't give him a low rating, just lower than what he should have got. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it was nice. It was all right. So the thing is with my top 2, and
He gave Lewis Capaldi a 6, just for reference.
yeah, he should have got like a 9.
Jesus Christ.
Easily a
Bruh.
9. Thing is with the top 2 is they're very interchangeable. I didn't feel like there was one standout song.
He's gonna put Adore You deliberately not at 1 just to fuck you.
Despite me.
It's a classic Joe.
But
move.
before I do that, I want to say a few more things about it. And
This
I've
isn't a
immediately
speech,
forgot
Joe,
what they. I'm gonna do this up.
Fucking hate this guy.
Oh yeah, that was it. This album was really weird, by the way. I felt like his singing style was like nothing I've really heard before.
In a bad way?
Yes.
Cool.
Really?
Only in most of the songs though. There was the odd few that weren't.
Only in most of the songs.
There were a couple of them.
I love
Only
that
in
fucking.
90%.
That is such
You
a
said
great
it in
statement.
such a positive
Only in
way.
some of his songs.
It was like it's like Joe can't say it negatively.
Most, sorry. Only in most of his
Look,
songs.
I just
I only
loving
disliked
kindness.
most.
So even if something's shit, it's only
You have to
most.
respect it as a
You know.
sound engineer.
Yeah, and he tried, and it was
He
alright.
tried.
An attempt was made there.
as if this guy's a
Maximum
failure.
effort.
Who's literally had 29 like fucking million monthly listeners.
He's trying.
And he's just like, well, I mean, I suppose he's doing it
Watermelon
right.
Sugar has 104 million fucking views. Like
That's just-
what?
Come on now. I know
Oh
someone
man,
called JMMD who deserves a
I
hell of
wish
a lot more.
flipping Apple
know,
Music had those kind of like.
did I
that
tell you about my
information.
taxi thing? I think I've told you all now. It doesn't matter, does it?
No,
What
just
taxi?
finish the fucking review.
I want to know about the taxi thing.
I've told you, Aidan, I think. So right, okay. So you know how I brought out.
For fuck's
Please
sake.
finish the fucking
All right, I'll
review
finish the
and
album
then
review.
say.
Okay. So my second favorite was Adore You.
Oh.
He's done it on purpose.
You've done that on
I
purpose.
actually
Yes.
haven't. You know
Yeah,
what? I was actually gonna
You are,
change it
because
to
it is
the
definitely
first.
the best song in the
He's
album.
a spiteful piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
You
Fuck you,
fucking
Joe.
You
sack of
fucking
shit.
ruined it,
Death
Joe.
Stranding.
You've
playing
ruined it like you ruin
motherfucker.
everything, Joe.
Fucking ruined it, Joe.
Kill yourself.
You fucking unmemorable.
It's okay,
Fuck.
Joe. I'm here for you.
What
You
the
just
fuck? You were just song
You
it.
just-
Shh, he forgot already.
I don't know who to trust.
My Denver. He's a tourniquet.
It's
My-
alright, Joe.
My favorite was Golden.
Golden.
Was golden.
First song on the
Golden?
album. Yeah.
What album are you listening
I thought
to?
Golden was alright, to be fair.
Joe's
I
been listening
liked
to
Golden.
Mika
I thought it
this
was good.
entire time.
And that's the thing. I don't think it was amazing, but I thought it was good. Like it was a nice song, and I could easily swap that and Adore You around. But
Do it.
No, then fucking do it.
Here's the thing: is that I just looked at my notes and I was like, look, they wanted me to do Golden as the first, but sorry, Adore You is the first, but I've got it as the second, and I feel like it would just be an unmoral code for me to have just switched that, just for the sake.
Hang on, what you just said, it sounded like they're expecting me to put Adore You at 1, so I'm going to put it at 2.
No. He already
No.
had it at 2.
No, I already had it
He wanted
two.
to change it to 1.
Yeah, but I feel like because
I
I already
don't know
had
how
it
you
too.
could think Golden was better than Adore You.
I
Yeah,
just like.
If
I just
anything,
liked
you're wrong.
a bit more. I thought it was more funky.
Let me have a listen to that
I
shit.
disagree.
But I do have a couple of honourable mentions.
Go.
DJ spin that shit.
Even though most of them you didn't
No.
like, and you barely even said you liked Falling, I'm surprised you have honourable mentions.
I like Cherry. I thought Cherry was alright. And here's the issue: I have Lights Up here, but like next to it, I have written "Say Something About It." And I can't remember what I was gonna say about
Those
it.
are great. Your notes are great, which is just say something about this. Like, well, I didn't write any notes. I can't remember what to say about it.
I thought I would remember.
Just mention it. Just be like,
I'm-
so lights up.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think I liked the. What did I like about it?
I think I liked it.
Yeah, Fine Line. No, not Fine Line. Well
Oh.
done. Lights. Oh yeah. It was like,
Oh my god! It sounds like
Lights
you're cutting
up.
out, but you're not. You're just your brain is cutting out.
No, I remember. I remember
Massive brain
because
fart.
Lights Up was like the absolute song where like I liked it and then I didn't, and then I liked it and then I didn't. I liked it and then I didn't, and it was like really weird. And I think I officially don't like it.
I feel like I
um,
have that same
going on
attitude with
record.
you, to be fair, Joe.
So I'm listening to Golden right now, and you're wrong.
I'm. Okay. I mean,
That's just it. Sorry, you're
it's all
just wrong.
taste. Like it's all taste.
I mean, it isn't. You've got no taste.
Tasteless.
What you said was
I
wrong.
I liked Cherry and I liked Canyon Moon.
Just accept you're wrong
Okay,
and get up on that
It's
guillotine.
just his opinion.
it's my
We are
opinion.
four
I mean,
very unqualified guys.
I told you they could be swapped around. Like if you want to do that, do it. Like,
No, it's
Um,
you've made your choice.
No, you've made the
yeah,
choice.
exactly. I made the
You-
choice,
you've
which
laid
is
your
why I
grave.
didn't betray my notes because
We'll just say you've laid your grave.
anyway, that's my album review.
You've
Um,
laid
no,
your
I said
grave,
that
now
wrong.
sleep in it.
Yeah, that's
Moon
it wrong,
Man.
didn't I?
Did Will just what? What just happened there?
What did you just say?
What did you shout, Joe?
I said Moon Man.
What?
I think he's trying to
That's supposed-
insinuate that I'm Moon Man.
Supposed to
Are
be
you
a,
Moon Man?
it's supposed to be a. I said Denver go, and then no one responded, so I went Moon Man.
I thought you were making a reference to when everyone called Will Moonchild at school because of
Ah.
his massive head.
Oh, no.
Ah.
No, I was trying to do a smooth segue.
You grew
Only
into
I
your
can
head
By
there.
shouting Moon Man.
That's my thing.
Just in the
Very
middle
smooth.
of any sentence, Moon Man. And then Denver starts.
Speaking of Moon Man, Denver.
Moon Man.
Nice, good segue, Will.
Great,
Thank you.
Wow.
great segue. Right, now let me consult my actual notes. Perfect. Yes, I remember everything now. So so similar to what a lot of you said, I was agreeing mentally with quite a few things people said, but I've forgotten with all the things, so I'm probably just gonna re-say them. So it definitely did start off. The album pretty good, and then it drops off severely. But then I think it picks up at the end, so it's like a canyon.
Exactly what I said.
It like
Towards the end, it picks up again. Like those last two.
there's a 4-song gap where 4 songs in a row I disliked, and there was one other song. Like in general, there were 7 songs I thought were either okay or I liked, and 5 songs I either disliked or were bad.
Quick, so someone do the maths. If he liked 5,
No,
you
like
disliked-
7.
if he liked 7 but disliked 5, and there's a 4-song gap, how many watermelons can he fit in his car before the Earth explodes?
87. I've done the maths.
No, wrong. The color red because Martians don't speak Japanese.
Perfect. So I can't understand why everyone liked Cherry so much, because that was almost my least favourite song.
Really?
Wow.
Um,
So
Don't
controversial.
like you. I
Good
bet you thought it was
music.
boring.
yes, maximum boring.
It's because
How
you
am
don't
I
like any
supposed to take
acoustic
ketamine
type
to
stuff.
this?
Thing is, I kind of almost like saw it coming that you were going to find this boring.
Scary.
But Cherry wasn't least favourite because
Whoa.
while Cherry was boring, the other song I chose was just horrible. In fact, I put She Was Horrible. So my least favourite is She.
Yes.
Wow, did we all have different least favorites?
No, me
No,
and Joe had the
that's my
same.
least favorite.
Oh, but
She
even
was
still,
close to being my worst as well.
that does say a lot about the album.
It was bad.
If it has multiple worse songs.
Yes. Did not like that song. I put it had quite a few. Let's say like say Cherry and the other 4 that I put as not as so good were just boring, and too many long songs. There was only 2, but the music video for Adore You was 7 minutes long. So when I had to watch that was boring.
But that didn't sway your opinion, right?
No, not really. No, not really. Many okay songs. There was just like a couple songs like, well, I don't think I'd ever be like, oh, bang this on the playlist, but at the same time, wasn't horrible. Other than She. I found like his vocals, because I also made this comparison to Lewis Capaldi, because I was like, it's just a guy singing on his own. Why do I not like this as much as Lewis Capaldi? The way as Lewis Capaldi, I was like, amazing. And I feel like
Lewis has a lot of energy behind
yes,
him.
I feel like his vocals have no soul,
Oh,
no
wow.
drive.
Fuck me, that's deep.
Like I didn't feel like I feel like he was just singing, like, but there was no feeling behind it in any of the songs,
I would agree with that.
which
I've
meant
never
that
been
my
more
favourite
inspired.
songs were just the more funky songs because they stood out. But I would give him props for the fact that like I don't think it had the problem of every song sounding the same. It was very distinguishable.
I'd say that as well.
all the songs. Like, it
Yeah.
wasn't like he'd found this is what works for me and I'm going to make an album full of that. Every song was very different. So, third favourite, Sunflower Volume 6.
Wow.
You are wrong.
Can't actually remember why. I think it's because it's quite funky and groovy.
It was one of the funkier ones.
Hence why I said I just went for the funky ones in the end. Second, Adore You. It was
Oh my
hurt by the
God.
music video,
Oh,
but
Bruh.
I still prefer the one that I said first. And it sounds like, if anything, I'm right, because my favourite was Watermelon Sugar.
wow.
Really?
Fuck me.
And I don't have the Spotify.
God.
Wow, you kept that quiet.
I don't have the Spotify
I mean, he
statistics. So
had to. That's how it goes.
No, Aidan was wrong. It isn't Watermelon Sugar that's number one.
Oh.
It's Lights Up.
oh,
What are you talking about? Watermelon Sugar is the most popular right now.
Yeah.
Go on, thingy. It's Lights Up.
Oh, I'm
You mean
on
go
it
on
right
to
now. Lights up
Spotify.
is
It's Lights Up.
Yeah, I can see it's got the most views, but it's most popular. Watermelon Sugar.
that must mean like in recent times.
Yeah.
See, I don't understand how this works. Yes, is that how it?
It's because
Yeah.
who's listening to it more?
I mean, there's not really much to go off other than it says popular and Watermelon Sugar has a 1 next to it.
Yeah, but like.
It must be like
And
in the
Lights
last
Up has
30
a
days
4
or
next
something,
to it.
whereas
But
the
then
other
when
one
it comes
is
to the
all time.
okay, because I've always just gone off the numbers rather than the actual, the first, second, third. I guess.
I know a guy that
Like,
works
it's
with the
supposed to be
numbers.
like, yeah, it's supposed to be like, oh, what's popular at the minute?
Get yous.
So yeah, I thought it was like super groovy, that song. I really liked it.
Trying to
And
correct
Adore
me,
You,
piece of shit.
I think it was one of those like, it was really between those two, but the fact that the music video was horrible for Adore You, and I'd heard it before. It was that classic of
Fuck
because
you. It's not
Watermelon
music
Sugar.
video review, all right? It's not. It's not music video review.
Yeah, but it adds, doesn't it? It adds to it.
No, it doesn't add.
It taints your mind. And I'm pretty sure Joe said something about the album cover put him off. So if he's allowed to say the album fucking cover puts him off, I'm allowed to say music video puts me off.
I disagree.
Oh, here we
Because
go.
the album cover is a part of the album.
So is the
and
fucking
So
video.
the music video is a
That's the whole
part of the
part of the
single.
art of it.
Did someone say art? Where's the 1975?
Because you could argue with that with Motionless in White. And I said...
Yeah, but they're metal, so no one gives a
No,
shit.
I was
And also, that
talking
was
to-
one hell of an ugly album cover.
Oh,
Fuck
and the
me.
music videos are horrible
I
as
was
well.
talking to my girlfriend about this the other day, and I was saying how I think that you were put off because of how emo their image is, but if you actually listen to their music, it's more mature. And
Yeah, but when you're listening to it in the car, you don't
Like
ever
it.
see the
I
emo.
liked it, but it's definitely not mature.
yeah, it is compared to their right, whatever. I'm not gonna win in this. I'm now gonna shut up.
No, you're not.
Correct.
Right. Has everybody said anything they want to say about this album?
Pretty much, yep.
Okay.
Can I have a
Numbers.
finishing comment?
No,
Oh, sorry,
we're not
no,
finished,
don't-
are we?
yep.
Oh
that's
wait. I'd like to say something else.
Oh, okay,
No.
go.
I preferred
What?
it.
How
to
come he
his-
gets to go?
Because yours was unrelated to album
I mean,
review.
How?
You've been
Nothing.
itching to tell your fucking
It
story all
It
day.
wasn't the taxi thing, but
Oh, okay.
to do with the
I
album.
think
It was to do with the album,
that-
was it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I just prefer Will.
Now I'm angry.
I think it's better than his first album, and I think the fact that he is trying to do like, you can tell he's actually trying to do something different. I know different isn't always good. Go fuck yourself, Aidan. But
I
like,
didn't say anything.
you was going to,
I
but
would never.
he's very much made his own kind of vibe now.
I mean, that's what my finishing comment was kind of going to be, like how I kind of respect that he's tried something different.
Yeah,
And he's tried to go out of his way to like make something new, type of thing. I respect that.
yeah, I agree.
So there you go. Scores.
4.5.
6.
5.
6. Fuck,
Wow.
I'm surprised you guys rated it that low.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to put it that low.
I said I just didn't enjoy it. It was a lot worse than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. 21.5 in the end.
I made my opinion
Like,
very
literally.
clear.
That's not that bad.
I feel like that's one of the more average albums we've done because usually, like, we never all agree on an album being average. Like,
Yeah.
usually, one of us like bumps it up.
Someone
Usually
say
tends to be the
Concerto.
case though
It's
when
all
like you've
quite
heard that
average.
album before. I think.
Yeah.
Will, had you
Whereas
heard
this
this
was-
album before?
No, I'd listen to it like I'd listen to it like once.
No,
What
I've
I mean-
listened to it.
No, that's not what I'm.
I fucking love that you list like any fucking album under the sun. And
Have
Will's
you
like,
listened to it?
yeah,
No,
completely,
but only once.
I said I've listened to it. What? That wasn't what
there
I
was
was
one
trying to
like
say.
there was
What?
one fucking random album I remember I listed in. What was it? It was like the new fucking. What's that guy's name? James Blunt. I said something about the new James Blunt album, and Will was like, "Yeah, I've already given it a listen." I was like, "Fucking how? When? When did you get time to listen to that?" Yeah, I already gave it a listen. You know, big
It
James
popped
Blunt
up on my
fan, me.
Spotify.
I'm
I
a
just listen to
huge
stuff
James
all
I
the
just
time.
I don't get any chance to listen to music outside of albums.
Yeah, it's like you've got like tunnel vision, that shit.
Constantly listen to music. You can see by like how much more like do you know
Go
when
on.
that yearly thing came out with Spotify?
Yeah.
How much more like I'd listened to compared to Joe. Like
Didn't it just say Post Malone?
And Joe's was like
No, like-
skyrocketed from previous years.
I know, and I absolutely
It's when I got
stomped on it.
Spotify Premium.
It's because no matter like
And
what
album
I'm doing, I always have like music on in the background. Like, just always. Okay, Joe, it's your pick.
It's not.
It's not your pick.
I
It's
thought
Denver's
it was
pick.
too. I was trying to get it ready, and then I realised it was Denver's pick.
Sorry, Denver.
I'm wanting to pick a theme.
I
Let's see if we agree with that.
I kick off the new year with a theme.
Yeah, go for it. Fuck it.
Go for it, mate.
And the logic behind this, and this is something I've mentioned before, is since we've just taken so long to do the last albums, I'm thinking of a quick fire.
Oh, okay.
Albums under 30 minutes.
Oh, shit.
Because it's also a bit of a challenge. Trying to find not an EP, an album less than 30 minutes long.
I'm down.
I would accept that challenge.
I accept.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd accept that challenge.
Okay.
a challenge.
It's
I had a
confirmed.
backup in case you said no, but yeah, so albums under 30 minutes long.
Well, okay.
Cool. Sorted. So what's the album?
I'm going to start with Julia Michaels' Nervous System.
How do you spell their names?
Fucking who?
Julia Michaels' Nervous
Julia
System.
Is that Julia and Michael? Or
No,
is that
Julia Michaels is her name.
Ah, okay.
Ah, yes, Julia and Michael.
Oh, she
And
looks nice.
nervous system. Ah. Oh, it's got issues on it.
Headspace.
Oh, she looks like a psychopath.
Look, just because she's blonde.
God, I know the first song.
I wrote
Oh
it.
dear.
I can guarantee you'll know it as well. It was in the charts.
Yeah, he literally said that already.
What?
Yeah, Aidan already said that. He literally.
Did he?
Yeah, he literally. Oh, it's got issues on it.
No, but he meant like Headspace.
No, I meant Issues Headspace. Yeah, I've not ever heard this song.
You definitely have it. It's in the charts. Like
I don't
It was
listen
in
to
the
the
chart.
radio.
Cool. I'm looking forward to this.
It's a quick. It's 22 minutes long, so it's well under.
it's a female.
Quick and
It's
easy.
a female,
Ooh, no.
and it's an album, not an EP. And this is, to define the rules, classed by Apple Music.
Yeah, it's also an album on Spotify. So
It's fine.
But when the sun comes out, I feel my love coming back again.
Yeah, but I always find them lyrics quite weird because, like, some people call their spunk their love.
Well, that also comes back again.
Like, how does that work?
Witchcraft, I think.
Is that a bloody witcher?
I finished The Witcher, guys.
You better be saving my dog.
It is really good.
The Witcher was ace.
Yeah,
Fucking loved
Ralph.
it.
Hey, are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Please,
Cool.
Fantastic.
Mr. Witcher, save my dog.
It's